I'm Kathy Adams Clark, and this is lesson 2 of using your bridge in Photoshop CS6. And I'm here now in this lesson to show you around Bridge. Bridge is the workhorse of photography in Adobe Photoshop CS6. Bridge has been around since CS1, so if you're using CS1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, you've got Bridge in there also, and you'll set it up exactly the same way. So in the previous lesson, we set Bridge up so that it becomes a workspace where we can do our work. In this lesson, I'm going to walk you around Bridge just so you see what the individual components are. And then in lesson 3 and from here on, we'll start processing some photos. And so up here on the top left in Photoshop CS6, you have pull-down menus just like we do in any of the regular software programs. Right here you have your path bar, and that path bar shows you where you are on your computer. Over here we have panels that we set up in lesson 1, so if you didn't see that, go back. And lesson 1 allows us to have favorites and folders so that we can see through our computer. We're going to set up metadata, which is our copyright information, our descriptions, and our keywords. That's in a future lesson. We're going to talk about keywords, and we're going to put keywords on photos so that the photos can be found on search engines and 5 years from now in our own collection. And then we have an export panel so that we can send photos that we like to our social media or to external hard drives. Down here on the bottom, you'll see that we have 250 items, and 6 of them are hidden. This is how many of these folders that I have. Once we open one of these folders, it contains photographs, and we'll do that in the next lesson. I can enlarge what I see on my screen, or I can reduce what I see on my screen simply by using this little slider panel down here. And this is a nice little component, because when we're editing photos, we're going to want to see them big, but sometimes when we're working on large groups of photos, we're going to want to make them smaller. There are also other ways that you can look at your screen, or your screen will show you what you're seeing. We can do it in these tiny little squares. It'll be photos later on. It's folders right now. Or you can click on this next one, which is View Content as Details. And this is showing you the date you created it, when it was modified last, whether or not you've got some tags already set up on it. Or this one, View Contact as a List, enables you to view it as a list. Once again, this is going to help you find things on your hard drive or on an external hard drive. It's also a way that you can sort by simply going in and clicking right here, and it'll sort by date created, it'll sort by type, so it'll sort by size if you want to, or even by ratings once we end up opening up photos and using our photos. So the nice thing about these sort features down on this little teeny weeny square right here, View Content as List, is we can sort things around once we start working a little bit more in our photos. I'm going to reset it right now to View Content as Thumbnails. That's where we started. Up here we have another way that we can sort, and so we can click this little box, this little arrow right there, and that will allow us to sort by, in this case, file type. But you can also sort by file name, date created, date modified, size, and you see that we've got a variety of options. This is really nice. Once again, a way for you to find photos on your hard drive or find photos on your external hard drives so that we can turn these photos that we have into large collections, but we can still be able to find our photos later on. We can sort, if we go to this little arrow right here, ascending order or descending order, so we can find things by the earliest photos we have or by the latest photos we have. And then right over here we've got to create a new folder, and we're going to use that later on when we bring photos into the computer from our compact flash cards or SD cards. So we're going to create those folders a little bit later on. And then, of course, if we need to, we can throw anything away in our trash can. So you see that Bridge gives us a lot of information. So it's a workspace where we're going to end up processing our photos, making our photos look as good as they possibly can, but then we're also going to be able to add copyright information to them through our metadata, add descriptions to them through our metadata, add keywords to them, and that metadata and those keywords will help us to be able to find our photos 5 years from now or when we need to in a hurry. So that's an introduction into Bridge. I'll see you in a next lesson where we talk about setting up our preferences so that everything works the way that you want it to work. And then from there, we'll start processing photos. I'm Kathy Adams Clark. Thanks for listening.